Alright, what is up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today, finally, tomorrow, Wednesday, the NHL Draft, right? This has been something that I have really been looking at for a while, and I've been really looking forward to it since probably the night of Game 7. Literally the last Flyers game, I was like, okay, let's go to the draft. I just wanted the draft, right once that game ended, I wanted the draft to be the next night. Just next night. It would have been fine. But no, we had to wait a little bit, and tomorrow is October 6th, round 1 of the NHL Draft. The Flyers, as you all know, pick 23rd overall in the first round. So if you did not know what the situation with the draft is, it is virtual. And you have round 1 tomorrow night starting at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then you have rounds 2 to 7 starting on Wednesday the 7th at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time there. So, again, we obviously, the Flyers are going to be getting a good player, right? There's many players that could get Lucas Reichel, JJ Peterka, Rodion Amirov, William Wallander. There are many guys that the Flyers could maybe get, and I could honestly go on. I could really go on and on and on. Like, there are so many guys that are in this draft that are very good, right? And then you also have a lot of guys that could drop because, as we've talked about many times before, with the last couple of months of the scouting, with the playoffs and things like that, how these guys have changed in the summer, guys could drop. There could be first round talent falling in the second and third round. So that's the thing. Obviously the Flyers do not have a third round pick. They do have a first and second, obviously picking 23rd. It is a very good pick. I think it's a really good pick for them. A couple guys could drop there. Some will probably get taken beforehand. Everybody's been talking about a guy like Seth Jarvis. Does he drop? I personally think, now that I think about it and then I talk to some people, it looks like that I'm thinking that Jarvis, it's not going to be like the Caulfield situation. Like, yes, Caulfield did drop, but he didn't drop that much. He dropped, he went 15th, A guy like Jarvis, they're saying that he honestly isn't going to go past 15, and that's like, okay, I can see that. If anything, I don't think Jarvis, if he were to drop more, I don't think he drops past 20, because again, the Flyers picking 23rd. A couple teams have the same amount of picks there. Like for instance, the Devils, they pick 18th and 20th. They have two really good shots. As for Ottawa, they pick 3rd and 5th. Ottawa's going to be getting two very good players in this draft. Obviously, we all know Lafreniere is pretty much going to be going number 1. There's been talk to the Kings take Byfield or Stutzel. Cole Perfetti looks like he's going to be going to Detroit or Ottawa. We will see. I think if Lucas Raymond is there, I would like to see the Red Wings pick up Raymond. If not, I would have to think that Ottawa takes him with the two choices that they have. Obviously, you have Drysdale, Holtz, Rossi, Lundell, Seth Jarvis on this mock right here. He's going 10th to Winnipeg. So again, it's been looked at as a guy who could drop and things along those lines. Askarov, he's probably the best goaltender in this draft. He's looking to go from 11 to 15, but we'll see what happens. I honestly think Nashville could take Askarov because, again, it's a team where it's like, okay, Rene's coming out the door. You have, Saros, right? You have a top goaltender here at Predators, the 11th pick. They could go for Askarov. I would not be surprised. Maybe they take a defenseman. That could be something they need as well. Again, I'm not really sure what the other teams and what they do. Obviously, we will have to see. I will have a whole video pretty much covering like everything from the first round. I will obviously talk about the Flyers pick, right? And then I will also do pretty much everything from beforehand, what I think of the draft itself. Again, I don't know the most about the draft. I never was a huge draft guy, and I shouldn't say that. I like the draft. I always love the draft. But what I mean is, coverage-wise, I've never been a guy that knows the ins and outs and all these players and things like that. I know the players, but I don't know them like that. So, again, I am really excited for this draft. I am. I think it's going to be a really cool thing that they do. I wouldn't be surprised if it's something that is looked at really well. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of maybe trades, because that could be something I'm thinking maybe in this first round. The thing is with the Flyers is do they keep it or do they trade it? Who knows? Maybe they move up a couple spots to maybe take a guy that they're looking at. Maybe they just trade for a hockey trade. Who knows? I guess we'll have to see what happens. Maybe they try to make a splash. There are a lot of things that could happen. But let me know what you guys think below on this. And again, it's just like a small little thing. with this, because again, we don't really know what's going to happen with the draft, and there are a bunch of things that can go around of like, who do the Flyers take? I personally think that they will take a forward. There are many choices they have. I think the best thing is that the Flyers seriously have to take the best player available, because there are many guys that they could take. So we will have to see what happens there. But again, guys, remember, podcast, articles, those links are on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.